Big Meeks is in the middle.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
That's to make sure Peter doesn't go to Kasper again.
Well, look, can I go to Kasper? I have a question for Kasper. 1 second.
Go for it.
Thank you, Kasper. I appreciate that. I wanted to know, as our guest, how you enjoyed the evening, how you felt treated this evening.
I felt treated very well. Big Meeks and my dad looked after me. We had a little awkward having to sit by the side of the pitch for the last few minutes, getting in the way of people viewing. But other than that, it was good.
Yeah, we have to go down to the pitch before the half actually stops. And the thing is, we are actually in front of people. And I'm so happy we didn't have a camera there because it's, you know, we got all sorts of injuries, knee injuries, back injuries. I mean, you ruined your trousers there. And Kasper, obviously, you got a more serious injury. I mean, you've been told something yesterday, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I was told. I was at a specialist yesterday. That basically, I'm going to need 2 surgeries now to fix my shoulder, which is it's a bit of a body blow. It's basically I've torn the bicep, torn the rotator cuff, dislocated the shoulder, torn the labrum. Everything's kind of gone, and you know, to maybe put it into terms that you can understand, is like an outfielder doing their ACL and their Achilles at the same time. So yeah, it's looking like 10 to 12 months of rehab. So it's been a strange few days.
Kasper,
10 to 12 months. Sorry, go on.
Well, I was going to say you're smiling, but how do you really feel about that?
No, listen, it's one of those. I was told yesterday, and yeah, I don't really know anything right now in the sense of you don't really know how to react to this, because you know I could have potentially played my last ever football game, and you know I've been a footballer since the day I was born, and that kind of thought is it's devastating. It's very, very hard to wrap my head around at the moment.
I could feel when we was by the pitch. So me and you, Peter, we was looking out and just admiring the players, but you was looking at it differently. You wanted to be out there on the grass, didn't you?
It was a tough night because you know we stood there having a look at I was looking at the keepers warm up and thinking that I might never get to do that again, and that for me was So in that sense, it was a tough night, and very, very emotional. As much as you guys have been nice, I haven't enjoyed a single minute of it in that sense, because it's you're looking at what could be waiting for you, and not that it's not good in other ways, but it's like I say, I've been a footballer ever since I can remember, and to think that might not be able to do that again is that's a tough
but
one.
you've always been a fighter, haven't you? Even back in the academy days when you come and the competition, you've always, really took it head on. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say, for sure. I mean, right now, I got the message yesterday that, that it could potentially be the end of my career, and because of my age, by the time I could get back fit, I'd be plus 40, which at the moment, I've lived through this generation. I grew up watching guys that played football for with their hearts, and you played through injury. I've played through countless injuries, and now my mind is kind of like, okay, I'm going to give it absolutely everything I can to see if I can get back. It would be probably one of the greatest feats of my career if I could ever get back from an injury like this, and. I'm going to fight. I'm going to try everything. I'm going to do everything I can, do the rehab. But right now, surgery next Friday, and that's going to be the first surgery, and then the big one will be whenever the surgeons say.
Guys, can I jump in real quick and just ask Terry to jump in?
No, I just wanted to wish Kasper all the very best. Obviously, I never had to deal with this type of situation in my career, but hopefully things will be okay. That I'm not going there, but because you were saying it might be your last warm-up, might have been your last game, hopefully you're going to have the possibility to stop football on your term. That's all I wish you. But I wanted to ask something to Uncle Pete. How do you feel as a dad?
Yeah, no, Kasper used the word devastating. So if you think about how my life has been, my full career as a professional football player has always been with Kasper. Kasper's always been there for me. He was actually born on the day where the club that I joined to become a full-time professional football player qualified for the quarterfinals in the Champions League, and that would then be my first game ever. So all of the way throughout my career, he's been there, and of course I've tried to do exactly the same for him. So whatever situation he was facing, I tried to be there as a father, as a dad. I don't want this to end with an injury like that. I think that he broke his shoulder in a game a year ago playing for Denmark against Portugal. We used all 5 subs. He carried on because it was a quarterfinal for the Nations League. He carried on playing, made one good save, but of course you can't play with a broken shoulder. He did so and was out for a very short period of time. Took the rehab, but in the period after. Shoulder injury for a goalkeeper, I mean, you can't imagine how bad that is. Every time you dive to that side, you land on it. So having to manage that period after and doing what you kind of don't want, your son to do, take the injections, play with all the pain. And then, of course, we ended up with this is now 3 or 4 weeks ago. You played against Stuttgart and landed really, really badly on it, had another injection. Of course, that sparked a reaction that we don't want. And then, of course, having that really, really bad news yesterday, because this is seriously bad. Obviously, I'm in practical mode now. What can I do to help Kasper? What can we do? How can we practically get rehab organized? Everything. But of course, emotionally, that's going to hit you in a couple of days when you think, whoa, Kasper's career might just be over because of that. And I just wanted to, because you've battled with injuries and you try to come back, how bad, I don't know, for lack of a better word, how bad is that to end up like that?
Yeah.
Or end your career like that, sorry.
It's difficult because I remember when I got my first operation and then the agility when I come back wasn't the same. You adapt, as we all do, and you have to do, but I knew I wasn't going to be the same player again. It's a little bit different for you because you're at the end of your career, but you still got something to give, but you've had a marvellous career already. But I did it so young. And then it's
How
just
old were you?
Well, my first operation was when I was 17.
You're kidding me.
17, and then I had another one at 19. So I knew it was going to be difficult for me. But it's just the headspace of, can you get back? And the emotion, you need emotional support because it's difficult. But that's why I said before, knowing Kasper from the academy when he was at Man City, he's got that fighting spirit. He's got the energy to do it. You got that professionalism to do it as well. And you'll be fine.
Oh, and listen, I'm going to try. Like I say, we've all played with injuries. I had 3 screws in my knee at 16. And I've played all the way through. Played more than 900 games with it. And like I said, I've come through the old school where you play through injuries. And I felt in a game probably about 6 weeks ago, I dislocated it, and like an idiot, I was just thinking these World Cup qualifiers for Denmark, I've got to get there. So I took the injections, took the pills to numb the pain, and tried to get through it. But at this point, the consultant asked me if I was all right in the head.
You asked him, are you crazy?
He said, his words were, are you all right in the head? But but that's all. Football means everything to me. It's been my whole life. It's been my whole identity. So yeah, there's a lot of things right now to kind of try and wrap my head around. But yeah, emotions are kind of all over the show at the moment. But it's trying to keep my mind busy.
Come on, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Come on.
Yeah, I can't even hug with this side though. So I'm going to leave it like this.
Yes.
We cannot touch the shoulder.
I actually can't lift it.
I've been wanting to hug him all day yesterday, and he goes, no, don't touch me. So
we've been stood out here, and people have been going past me, and I've been trying not to let on too much about it. But yeah, it is what it is now, and I've just got to battle.